everyone! We arrived at the Frederick Fort, which is very attractive to tourists. This fort is a beautiful fort with large white pillars and walls, as well as red roofs with old Dutch designs. The location of this fort is in front of the Grand Building and near the Yogyakarta Palace or Kraton. This fort was built in 1760s by Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono I. This fort is a historic fort, held when the Dutch and Japanese were still colonizing Indonesia. This fort was used by the Dutch as the central place of government and as military headquarters. And the Japanese also used this fort as military and secret police headquarters, and also as weapons storage area. After Indonesia's independence in 1975-92, this fort is officially made into a museum of the national struggle. This fort has various types of collection left by the Dutch and Japanese. Excited to go and see the collections? Yes.
Orang Yogyakarta, dia adalah bangsawan Jawa, anak dari Sultan Hamengkubuwono yang ketiga. Nah, ini adalah
I felt like living in a palace and going back in time when the Dutch and Japanese were still colonizing Indonesia, because I can feel a lot going on here. What I want to improve in this place is adding more interesting objects such as weaponry. I highly recommend this place for those of you who are visiting Jogja, because this place is not only where we can find out about history, but we can enjoy God's work through His amazing heritage objects. Frederick Fort is a fort that tells the story of God's work in the history of the colonization of Yogyakarta.
When I visited Taman Pintar, the first thing that I noticed was how huge and how big the place was. And not only that, when you get inside the place, you're going to see a lot of colors on the walls, on the floor, and probably on the roof as well. But thankfully the colors are not too vibrant, so your eyes are not going to be hurting while you explore the place.
Are you excited to look around? Yes, let's go!
So the knowledge that I got here is that when it comes to science, physics, biology, and chemistry are pretty much connected to each other, and you can really find it in your everyday life. And not only that, I learned that there is one scientist that helped with the discovery of radiation, which is Marie Curie, and I really find her an inspiration because she was one of the most smartest women who got 2 Nobel Prizes, and if you can find a picture, you can actually see she is actually the only woman in that picture. Most of the men there only has 1 Nobel Prize.
Also, that place is filled with games that are fun to play with, but are also useful for learning science and have a deep understanding of it. It also has a good amount of explanation next to the games, and yeah, it's not too long, but it's not too short, so it's the perfect amount. And also, you can find food near the exit areas. When I first visited Taman Pintar, the first feeling I felt when I stepped foot in Taman Pintar was I felt scared and nervous because the building was very big, and not only that, the place was very, very crowded. There were a lot of people in there. There were teens, adults, and children. Everyone was in there, which made me even more scared. And I was nervous because I chose Taman Pintar to be the topic of my presentation. So that did not help at all. But thankfully, after doing the presentation and exploring that place, I didn't feel any negative emotions. Instead, I actually felt very happy. I felt very joyful, very excited, very curious. I felt like a little child experiencing new things for the first time.
I recommend this to my family, maybe, because my brother would be very interested, but my mom and dad probably would just find this place kind of boring, so. But I would to my friends. What I would personally like to improve about this place is they should add more air conditioners to this place because it's really hot. They're frying.
After suffering for a long time, we are still able to see God's plan for all the amazing education our country have.
Hello everyone, the next destination or the next possible mission is at Gembira Zoo. Gembira Zoo has lots of places. It's divided into 6 parts: aves, mammals, predators, and more. Gembira Zoo has an endangered species called the Asiatic soft-shell turtle. It was made due to Sri Hamengkubuwono's The Ninth Desire. It was built in 1956 because it was delayed due to World War II and the invasion of Japan. This place is very vast. It has lots of animals to visit. It does not have tall buildings, but it has a petting zoo. But sadly, I do not touch the animals. This place seems to be lacking. So what I would improve from this place is The animals should not be as often in their cages because when I visited Gembira Local Zoo, most of the animals that I visited were not there. Instead, they were at their cages. Other than that, they should add bicycles because it is very tiring to visit all the places in the park. I know that there is a vehicle that goes around the zoo, but it takes so long to reach a station. And when we're there, we have to wait for the vehicle to reach. I recommend this place to you all because it is very fun. I feel very happy when I go here because I get to see God's creation with my own eyes. Thank you. Here at Local Zoo, we got to see God's creation and how beautiful it is through the animals that He made.
The fourth possible mission is at Museum Monjali.
Hello everyone. Now we're in the Museum Monjali, also known as Monument Yogyakarta. This museum commemorates the recapture of Yogyakarta from the Dutch colonies in June 9, 1949.
The building of the museum was shaped like a cone. It represents a mountain of fertility.
Built by Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono IX and Sri Paduka Pakualam VI, and also inaugurated by the second President of Indonesia, Suharto. That Yogyakarta was reunited with Indonesia and become the seat of government. And also accompanied by the release of Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta in a place of sanctuary.
How do you feel here?
It's interesting. It's how the citizens of Yogyakarta love their province.
Do you recommend this place to your family and friends?
Yes, true.
Why?
It's good because it exhibits historical events, struggles, battles, etc.
And also, I would like to improve the place with air conditioners because it's very hot inside.
Monjali Museum is a proof that God has accompanied Yogyakarta this day from its amazing history.
The next possible mission is at Batik Ecoprint. Batik Ecoprint was made in 2018 but was improved in Indonesia. This place, it was built in 2018. I find this place very fascinating because I am able to make my own batik with my own creation and imagination. Here, I learned how to make batik and know what I should do and what I should not. I had some experience here, but not much. I had fun folding, rolling, and stepping on the tote bag to make the batik. Did you know batik eco-print uses materials from nature and does not use synthetic materials? I feel very happy here because I am able to make batik with my own creation and imagination. The first thing that I would like to improve is a place to do the batik, because when we were there's no place to make the batik eco-print. We made it at the entrance of Museum Perjuangan Yogyakarta. Makes me feel very uncomfortable. It was very fun here, and I would recommend this place for you guys to visit, because you will be able to make your own batik with your own creation and imagination. You would probably not be able to find this place or find where you can make batik by yourself anywhere else. We were able to make something creative using our own mind. Looking back at this, we were able to see how God created us perfectly through His own creation.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Don't forget, subscribe and like